Let's start with a harsh truth. If you grew up in survival mode, peace feels unfamiliar. It actually feels wrong. Your brain learned to associate stress with safety because it was always there. And when something is always there, your nervous system adapts to it. Stress becomes your baseline. Struggle becomes your identity. And now, calm feels suspicious. Success feels temporary. Happiness feels fake. You're not addicted to pain. You're addicted to what pain gave you. Certainty. You knew how to function in struggle, but you don't know how to function in ease. So your brain does what it does best. It pulls you back into the familiar, back into chaos. Let me give you a quick example. Ever notice how after a few good days, something goes wrong? You pick a fight. You procrastinate. You blow up your routine. You say, I just knew this wouldn't last. That's not intuition. That's conditioning. It's your brain rejecting peace like a virus. Because for years, your nervous system has been programmed to expect the worst. It doesn't trust good things. And that belief, it's not conscious. It's automatic. And if you don't challenge it, you'll recreate struggle over and over, just to feel normal again.
Here's where it gets really crazy. Your brain literally rewards you for struggling. Every time you overcome something painful, you get a hit of dopamine. It's like your mind says, yes, we survived, and it wires that pain to pleasure. It's the same way people get addicted to toxic relationships or drama or working themselves into burnout, because struggle equals purpose. It equals meaning. And when you remove the struggle, you also remove the sense of identity you built around it. Now you feel lost, uncertain, empty. So you chase the next problem, the next fire to put out, the next crisis to solve, because without it, who are you? Let me tell you a quick story. A woman named Ashley worked 2 jobs, struggled with money her whole life, lived paycheck to paycheck. When she finally got a promotion and started earning more, something weird happened. She felt more anxious. She started spending more. She sabotaged the raise. Why? Because she didn't feel safe with success. Her subconscious told her, you're not someone who has money. That's not you. So she found a way to lose it. She didn't need more financial literacy. She needed nervous system safety. She needed to feel safe with ease.
That's what most people miss. Breaking free from struggle isn't about fixing your life. It's about fixing the wiring. Because if your mind still thinks struggle is normal, it will reject everything that doesn't match that story. It's called cognitive dissonance. When your inner world doesn't match your outer world, your brain panics. It says, this isn't who we are. And it pulls you back to what feels familiar, even if that familiar is pain, even if it's suffering. Because the brain doesn't care if you're happy. It cares if you're safe. And safe equals familiar. So how do you break the cycle? First, awareness. You have to recognize the pattern. You have to call it out. Every time you sabotage progress, every time you overthink, every time you create unnecessary problems, ask yourself, what am I really afraid of right now? Why does peace feel uncomfortable? That's the first crack in the wall, because struggle addiction thrives in the dark. Once you bring it to light, it starts to lose its grip.
Second, learn to sit with peace. Sounds simple, but for most people, it's terrifying. Try doing nothing for 10 minutes. No phone, no scrolling, just silence. You'll feel your brain looking for a problem to solve, looking for something to fix. That's the withdrawal, because you're detoxing from chaos. Stay with it. Peace is a skill. You have to train it. And at first, it will feel boring, empty, even scary. But that's because your nervous system is still adjusting. Give it time. It will adapt. Third, redefine your identity. If you've always been the fighter, the hustler, the one who pushes through, then rest will feel like failure. Ease will feel like weakness. You have to rewrite that story. What if rest is power? What if ease is strength? What if ease is a sign that you've evolved? Start using new language. I deserve ease. My life gets to be simple. I no longer need to struggle to prove my worth. Because your words shape your identity, and your identity shapes your reality.
Fourth, surround yourself with people who live in ease. That's right, your nervous system learns through co-regulation. If all your friends live in chaos, you will too. Not because you want to, but because your brain is wired for mirroring. It copies what it sees. So start curating your inputs. Follow people who live in peace. Spend time with people who normalize joy. Let your body learn a new baseline. Because if you want a new life, you need a new nervous system. And if you want a new nervous system, you need a new environment. And here's the truth no one wants to admit. You will miss the struggle at first. You'll crave it. You'll feel guilty when things go well. You'll look for ways to make life harder again. That's normal. That's the addiction talking. But every time you resist it, every time you choose calm over chaos, you're rewiring. You're healing. You're becoming someone new. Someone who doesn't need to prove their worth through pain. Someone who's finally free.
So if you've ever felt stuck, like no matter how much you grow, life keeps pulling you back, it's not because you're failing, it's because you're evolving. And the old version of you is fighting to stay alive. But you're not that person anymore. You're not defined by your trauma. You're not here to suffer. You're here to live, to thrive, to enjoy your life without guilt. And that starts now. So ask yourself this: what's the cost of staying in the struggle? What are you missing out on by clinging to chaos? And who could you become if you finally let go? The struggle isn't your home. It's your habit. But habits can be broken. Cycles can end. And peace can be learned, but only if you believe you're worthy of it.
Like this video if it hit you. Comment the struggle you're breaking free from, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because struggling is not your destiny. It's just your programming. And now, you've got the power to reprogram it. So go live your peaceful life. You've earned it.